She stepped into the elevator. Pressed every button. Hid in the corner. Peeked out like she was being followed. And then she vanished. Her body days later was discovered floating in a water tank above the building. That building was the Cecil Hotel. But Elisa Lam's death. That was just one chapter in the long, blood-stained history of this cursed place. Tonight, we'll take you through the corridors of real horror. Murders, madness, and something darker than legend. The Cecil Hotel opened its doors in 1924, an architectural jewel meant to rival the finest hotels in America. Marble floors, stained glass windows, a grand lobby with golden chandeliers. Built in the heart of downtown Los Angeles. The Cecil was meant for businessmen, travelers, dreamers. But dreams are fragile things. By the 1930s, the Great Depression swept across the country like a plague. The wealthy clientele disappeared. In their place came the poor, the broken, the desperate. What was once a palace slowly began its descent into a house of shadows. The first death came in 1931. W. K. Norton checked in, alone. A week later, a maid found him dead from poison. The next year, Benjamin Doddick ended his life with a gunshot to the head. Then Grace Magro, who fell from a 9th-story window. No suicide note. No explanation. And then there were more. Too many to ignore. Over a dozen confirmed suicides by the 1950s. Locals began calling it the Suicide Hotel. People said it was cursed. Others whispered of a darkness on the upper floors. A staircase that led nowhere. Doors that opened and closed on their own. In 1985, a man checked in under a fake name. He took room 1402. Thin. Quiet. Mostly active at night. His name? Richard Ramirez. Better known as the Night Stalker. He would return to the Cecil after his murders. Blood on his clothes. No one questioned him. No one dared. The hotel had become a haven for shadows. Years later, another killer arrived. Jack Unterweger, an Austrian journalist turned serial killer. He strangled prostitutes with their own bras. He too stayed at the Cecil. Was it coincidence? Or was the hotel feeding something inside them? In 1964, Pigeon Goldie Osgood, a retired telephone operator known for feeding birds in Pershing Square, was found murdered in her room. Beaten. Raped. Her room ransacked. The case was never solved. But what struck police most was that the window was wide open. As if someone had come and gone through the air. Tenants reported hearing whispers through the walls. One guest said she heard a woman crying. But the room was empty. In January 2013, Elisa Lam checked into the Cecil Hotel. She was a 21-year-old Canadian student traveling alone. On January 31st, she vanished. Surveillance footage showed her acting strangely in the elevator. Pressing multiple buttons. Talking to someone who wasn't there. Hiding. Gesturing. Then she disappeared. 2 weeks later, hotel guests began complaining of water pressure problems. And a strange taste. Maintenance workers checked the rooftop tanks. Inside one, they found Elisa's body. The tank was sealed. The alarm system hadn't gone off. Her clothes were missing. To this day, no one knows how she got in. Or what really happened in that elevator. Paranormal investigators claim the building holds a residual energy. That trauma leaves a scar, one that the Cecil wears openly. Room 1432. Where a man said he saw a woman floating above the bed. Floor 14. Where no electronics work. Staff report hearing screams from empty rooms. One cleaner quit after seeing a figure sitting silently on a blood-stained mattress when police arrived. There was no one there. In 2011, the hotel was renamed Stay on Main. An attempt to erase its past. But darkness doesn't disappear with a coat of paint. Tenants kept dying. One woman fell from the window in 2015. Another man was found in the hallway. With no signs of trauma, just dead. The building has become a symbol. A monument to chaos. Even pop culture couldn't resist featured in American Horror Story. In documentaries, in songs. The name Cecil has become a whisper of dread. What is the Cecil Hotel? Is it cursed ground? A magnet for madness? Or something we've created? By giving it power, story after story, death after death. Some say it's just bad luck. Others believe it's something darker. That once you cross its threshold, something watches. Even today, the windows remain. The elevator still works. And some nights, if you stand quietly in the hallway, you might hear footsteps. Not yours. Not human. The Cecil Hotel is no ordinary building. It's a breathing monument to everything we fear, the unexplained. The unseen, the evil that lives among us. And the next time you book a room, remember, some guests never check out. If you felt a chill down your spine, don't forget to subscribe. Because this was just one story. There are hundreds more waiting. Right behind you.